All right, let's get the laughter going. All right, let's get a little laughter scale. Ha 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 ha. It's like a vicious cycle. The more that I laugh, it makes me laugh more. Oh yeah! Oh fire! Staring contest, go! Hey, peeps! Welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I am so thrilled to be here with you guys today. Oh, he said thrilled. Usually he says happy. He did not get the memo, the script. What's going on? Doesn't matter. I'm above and beyond happy. I am thrilled. Don't know sign language, but I assume it's in this vein. Welcome to the roller coaster park of excitement that is having a weekly conversation with you guys. Talking fast, but it don't really matter because that's how excited I am to be here. Man, I will tell you this much. I tried to do this podcast yesterday. All right, I got 2 minutes into the show and I wasn't feeling so hot. Full disclosure, had diarrhea. I won't give you the details because I know it's gross, but just know it was vicious. It was vile. It was like sleet. Is that good discretion? I don't know. Time will tell. But I think a lot of my energy is coming from the fact that I just feel a little bit better. Okay, now my body's still a little tired from just the sickness or whatever, but my mind is just carrying my dead body through the race, going, charge! I'm like, oh, I want to sleep. And I'm just pulling it. Come on. There's fun to be had, baby. So I am so happy to be here with you guys today. I'm happy to have fun. I will say this, though. As I was feeling bad, I had almost achieved some sort of composure that I've always been looking for. I'm always talking about wanting a cadence and a pace and a controlled breath. But as I felt like really rotten, man, I still had the excitement to the podcast, but I couldn't drag myself all the way. So I almost found a nice mix of going riding high and going, hey, how you guys doing? So it is an ongoing pursuit that I'm clearly not achieving right now, but I'm excited. Is that so wrong? Okay, it's like it's two sides of the hallway. I got these two doors, man. I'm wrapping rope around this knob and rope around this knob, and I just can't open both the doors at the same time. You know, it's a very 90s prank, but it's just one or the other. There's just too much tension. But I would love to have it, especially as more people begin to come and join this fun little community. I get that this is like, oh, just excitement. I'm just having fun. But I also, on the flip side, understand the idea of delivering a polished product, okay? Which is ridiculous that I'm like, oh, I have standards now or whatever. It's the circus. Nobody goes to the circus and goes, you think this whole circus is a little bit silly. It's not as professional as that. Yeah, what? It's the circus, okay? I have a problem just relaxing, just having some elegance and a casual conversation. I'm on the toes, okay? I'm ready to pounce and have some fun. But, you know, these podcasts could be an hour and a half easy if I just slow down. But I've yet to realize that I can talk at a normal pace and still smile without going, yeah, so this is what's going on. But I'm just so excited to be here with you guys. Just so many. It's just so fun to have fun, isn't it? It's not fun to not have fun. So why not have fun? That's philosophy for you. But anyways, yeah. I'm feeling fantastic. I have got a lot of things going on today. Specifically, my brother contacted me. Hey, look, I'm going to need you to drive me up to the shop so I can do this and that. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then my brother also was like, hey, look, I need your help to watch my dogs. I'm like, okay, I'm doing both of these. Both of my older siblings, big family, and they need me, okay? And as the reliable chump that I am, I'm going to rise to the freaking occasion because they call me Yeast. People don't like it when you use the word yeast. I found that, man. I don't completely get it, but I used to have not a joke, but kind of like a bit where I would act as if I was a talent agent, and I found this new young kid. And I was like, hey, kid, you're going to be a star in this town. Hear me? You got skill. My name's Yeast. I'm going to help that dough rise, right? And I thought that was a silly little bit, but every time you say yeast, people go, oh, geez, friggin' saying yeast, right? Because it's as if you're saying yeast infection. Oh, he started the show off with diarrhea and yeast infections. Can't get any lower. Give it time. But anyways, I don't think that's fair, dude. Yeast is a viable product that makes the dough go up. Okay? I don't think it's fair that just because someone adds the word infection on the end of it, all of a sudden we just throw out the beginning altogether. Like we say car accidents, but do you guys love your vehicles? Boom, case closed. Welcome to that logic, Jack. But anyways, yeah, so I got some stuff going on, man. Had to do some chores before I could even get down here. And I have to say this about freaking coffee drinkers. What is the deal with you guys keeping it in the cup, okay? It's like right in the coffee spot, it's just caked. It's a whole different color. This is my impression of people who drink coffee. It's hot. It's just, I'm scrubbing it and trying to get this crap off, right? This is supposed to be the adult beverage, but I think you guys need a sippy cup to get it. Like, what's so hard about it? I don't understand. It doesn't react as if it's another liquid. You stir it up, you go, oh, it's just coffee, so it doesn't matter if it goes everywhere. My milk, my water, my juice, it all stays right there. I don't go, yeah, whatever, this is just gonna stay, Just, I don't know, keep it in the mug. But anyways, yeah, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Dude, don't talk to me till you can keep it off the counter. But anyways, I digress. So, had some things going on before I could start the show, and I'm just so excited. I just feel happy to be here with you guys, among several reasons, one of which being this. Got myself a new hat! Now, I know a lot of you guys might be looking at me and saying, Tristan, for the love of God, why are you buying so many cartoon hats? You only have one head. Look, I can't refute that logic. That's a good point. But I will say this. I've been getting haircuts, I don't know, every couple of months or so. My hair grows quite quick. And I spend this money on this service, and I always hate it. They never cut it the way I want to say, hey, can I get this? And they go, sure, just kidding. So this is my thinking. I skip the haircut. I go 4 months now, right? Now I'm not wasting the money on the haircut. I'm putting it elsewhere towards a hat, so if my hair looks unkempt and raggedy, I put the hat to cover it one by one, cover your bases. That's philosophy. So, you know what? Try and argue with that. I've got it all figured out. But I'm so excited to be adding to my cartoon collection. I love the Looney Tunes. I love all things just fun and silly and goofy. Dude, I even got a mug over here. All right, you think I'm not having fun? Daffy Duck, you're despicable. We got Bugs Bunny over here. And what's up, Doc? Right? Is it not? Look, why is it Coyote? He doesn't have any lines, but he goes. But it's just fun, man. It's fun to have fun, like I said. Is it immature to spend all my money on kids' clothing? Maybe, okay? But what is immaturity anyways? I've been called immature my entire life. I was 8 years old when people started calling me childish. You know how ridiculous you have to be a literal child and go, here, what? You're not even living up to this. You're so far below the baseline. You're such a spaz. And that's just who I've been. That's who I love to be, man. I don't really get immaturity, though. Weird, sure, but immaturity, like what is it? It's like I'm doing stuff that I enjoy, that I like having fun. I'm not from the older generation. I am Gen Z, but I still remember growing up with like the lasting effect of hearing adults talk about, oh man, he does this thing that's just, he's playing video games as an adult. God forbid he goes home and he plays Nintendo 64, something that he enjoys. No, adults, we watch Law and Order and spill our coffee everywhere, And then slowly it's kind of transitioned into this thing where it's like, hey, you work, you pay your bills, you get to do what you want, have some fun. So there is less and less critique among whatever it is to be immature. But I still grew up with a lot of friends and people going, I gotta get a car, I gotta get a job, I gotta move on, I gotta grow up fast. I'm like, dude, chill. I'm having fun doing it. My childlike mind is a use it or lose it, baby. So I keep that in the front part of my mind, and whenever it's time to stop being a child, if that time ever comes, then we'll be there. But for right now, I'm riding it. I almost took it as a challenge where people are like, you got to grow up sometime. Watch me, okay? I don't know. We'll see. Who says I can't do both? Why can't I do both? I feel like one of the only kids that when everyone's like, I can't wait to do this and just finally get on with my life and do whatever, that when your parents go, just stay a kid and enjoy it. You only get to do it once. I was one of the only people that went, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. All right, I'm going to enjoy this while I've got it. Yes, ma'am. I'm up to it. So that was something I took on. But you know what? Immaturity, it is what it is. It's my style, too, okay? That's my style. What is style and grace? It's all about knowing who you are, what you want to say, and then not giving a freaking fart about the judgment that may come. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know who I am or what I want to say. I just kind of skip to the judgment part. Okay, I'm a guy with diarrhea. And I want to say to have fun, okay? And then I don't care, So maybe I am immature. I've talked about many yeast infections and diarrheas to start the show. So you guys might have a case. But you know what? Anyways, I am having a swell time, and the only note I might have to say about dialing it back and not being so excited is that you operate like at a hot ceiling. My body temperature just begins to rise, but I have got a strong deodorant. I will say this, dude. Segway! Figured it out. I'm wearing women's deodorant. Oh my gosh, dude. Found this out just earlier today. Looked at the back of my deodorant. It says, oh, for her stick. Now, to preface this, it's not pink. It's not purple. I went to the Dollar Tree and I just got it. It was just plain gray. Okay, not translucent gray, matte gray. And that is a manly color, okay? But the flavor was mint. And I thought, mint, of course. I brushed my teeth. It's mint. It's universal. But of course, somehow women own mint. If I brush my teeth, does someone go, oh, you smell like a lady? Like, I need to be going to Home Depot inserting my mass dominance, okay? Right? I'm supposed to be powerful. But apparently smelling like mint is a lady's fragrance. It's not lavender. It's not rose. I think it's unfair, okay? Like, men, we get no good sense, okay? The most manly sense, you want to go look for cologne or body wash or any type of fragrance. It's whiskey, leather, all right? So the best smelling man in the world smells like a drunken cowboy riding horseback, all right? That's not fair at all. Mint? You get mint? Next, you're going to say, dude, you don't get to use 4-ply toilet paper. You get 1-ply or sandpaper. That's it. How is this fair, man? Okay? Look, I get that ladies have some sort of stupid standard that society has put on them. You got like hours and hours of makeup and shaving and hair, whatever. I got to reach some sort of unattainable goal, while men, we just roll out of bed. And the worse that we look, we just get applauded for looking like pigs, 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 pigs. It's not fair, okay? It really isn't. But at the same time, if the ship goes down, I die, right? The rafts come out, the women, they go free. So there's something to be said about however rough it is on you people. It isn't fair. But you know what? I just want some sense. Is that too much to ask for? You have all the gardens, all the fruits, all the vegetables. You got the ocean and the sun and the summer breeze. The breeze! You have the freaking air! I don't get the air! I just have to smell as bad as possible. And then finally, like, oh, masculine scent. You smell disgusting, young man. So, anyways, I smell minty fresh. And apparently that's like a lady. And look, again, no knock to you guys. You smell way better than us. But in the societal standards, in order to get the same masculine respect when I walk into a department store, I can't smell like mint, apparently. So let me know if you guys have any steel or rust scented deodorants out there that you recommend. But anyways, guys, moving on. I have been doing a lot of reading, all right? And I use that in air quotes because I've been doing audiobooks. Now, audiobooks are always tricky because I know when people do audiobooks, they always say, oh, I read this book, I read that. And it's not true. We didn't read it. We listened to someone else read it. And I don't know what the phraseology is that you're supposed to use. I like to use the word do. Oh, I did that book. Okay, like it was some sort of event. I went to a festival. Oh, yeah, we did the David Goggins book. So I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. Do I say I listened to it, but then it sounds so much cheaper than did or read? It's like, I don't know. I experienced, I took part in. I don't know. It's all just kind of lame. Books they're hard to understand, but that's why I have other people read them. So anyways, yeah, I did the David Goggins book, and I love David Goggins. Okay, if you don't know who David Goggins is, very inspirational, motivational guy. He was a Navy SEAL, and he went to Delta, Ranger, Army. He was ultra marathon runner. Just really fantastic guy about pushing yourself through discipline and pain and whatever. And the book is fantastic up until like chapter 8 or something. Like halfway through the book, he goes through all these different hell weeks and just brutal. Like he loses 100 pounds in 9 days. Like he's just going through so much crap and he's pushing himself. I'm coming into my own, like they don't tell me when to stop, right? They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son. Like he's just doing his thing, and it's great to hear all the fun stories that he did. But it's the same way I find with a lot of books as I've been getting more into reading. It feels similar to documentaries in that about like halfway through, they're like, oh, I think I used all my best material up the front, and it's just like a bunch of filler. We're just milking the clock, okay? It's fine to just make a shorter book or put a bunch of pictures at the end. I don't care. But he goes through all this stuff, and then he's already ran all these marathons, and he's like, yeah, so I'm going to run this like 90-mile race or whatever. I'm still really coming into my own. Coming into your own? You've been to war, man. He went through the toughest hellscape any man could never dream of. And it just felt like it was being exaggerated further, but it was still a fantastic book. But I would recommend it to you, but don't read the second half. You'll get I'm more of a gist kind of reader, right? I was like, I got the point. Bye-bye. Okay? So go check out the David Goggins book if that is something you are interested in. My next book I'm trying to look forward to, we should start like a little book club here on Full Circus, but I'm looking to do Silo, okay? I just watched the series on Apple TV Plus, I don't even know what it's called, man. I also, like a lot of these services, what is the plus even about? Like, why is it got to be like, oh, just we're adding. It's just more. It's the same service. If it's Disney Plus or Paramount Plus or Apple Plus, there's just, hey, it's just call it what it is. It's trying to make it more fancier, like the plus symbols. Like, oh, I can't believe we're getting so much more than we've never had before. Right? It's all a mental game, and I despise it, okay? Don't try and trick me with your psychological symbols, all right? I don't like math in the first place. Keep it out of my TV. But anyways, I watched the show Silo, and I knew that it was going on and people were watching it, but I'm more of a wait until the show finishes kind of thing because I've watched too many shows week by week by week, and then it ends up being crappy, and I hate it. I'm like, I can't believe I wasted months now of my time thinking about it in between the weeks and getting ready and preparing, only to fall flat on my face. So I'm more of a just quick, like, big day, like you just get a bunch of snacks and go hard, not a cheat meal every day. I'm like, once a week, I'm just going to digest a bunch of fast-acting carbs and get through the series. So I waited until the end of the show. And I love the series. I thought it was interesting. That's why I'm going to do the books. And so it's basically about this whole post-apocalyptic silo, right? They're in the ground and no one knows what's outside or whatever. But it's always funny to love something and then you go online because you're like, oh yeah, but everyone else is having the same experience as I am. And you find everyone else is disappointed because expectations are just so high, Nobody's happy these days. Watch something that's so much effort and excitement. They go, nah, not the way I would have done it. Hey, that's okay, but you go do something. The show's awesome, okay? I loved it. It was sweet. So much so I'm going to do the books. What else is going on, man? I lost my bank card. And I don't know how this happened, okay? This is why I hate wearing shorts. It's just they fall out of my pockets. I'm so animated and just skipping through life that stuff just falls out all the time. So somehow I lost my freaking card. And I was so upset I had to go through this whole process of calling the bank. Hey, can you freaking call and turn off the card? And they go, what happened to the card? It doesn't matter. It's gone. I don't have it. I don't know. So they shut it down. Then I got to order a new one. And the day before my card gets here, I'm out and about. I lose my wallet. Oh my gosh, dude. Like how? It's just, this is how I live my life apparently. Oh, you need that? Like I don't even know what I'm doing. Am I feeding the ducks that I'm constantly reaching in my pockets and throwing stuff? So I was so bummed out, man. Lost my wallet. Luckily there was no card in it to begin with. And I just put all my cash in the bank, so it was fine. But I still had a library card and a $5 freaking gift thing to Fandango. And I was going to use that for Oppenheimer. Dude, these whole movies about Oppenheimer and Barbie, they're coming out big summer blockbusters. I've seen like no advertisement for Oppenheimer outside of like a year ago. They're like, he detonated a bomb for this movie. No, I know there's trailers and there's stuff out there, but it's never showing up in the advertisements, in the commercials. Barbie's all over the place. But apparently, all Christopher Nolan had to do to set the world on fire was to, well, quite literally set the world on fire. He blew up a bomb. And I was like, I gotta see what this looks like. He made a nuclear bomb for film? So, it's crazy that these are like, they're butting head to head. And you don't even have to advertise it, which is great because I hate trailers to the sense where everything's like spoiled so much. The only way you can get people to watch stuff is if you just shove it all in the trailer and you're like, well, now I've already experienced it. Okay, where was I? Oh, so anyways, I lost my wallet and my train of thought. So I had been out and about to all these different places, and it was terrible because right before I got home, right, I'm just kind of getting my phone, my keys, everything kind of situated, so I get these in hand, reach for my wallet. No! Right. I was so upset, man. And I put everything back in the car, reversed, and I start scoping out the locations for like the past hour and a half of everywhere I had been. I went to the stores. I'm checking the aisles by the Pop-Tarts. I'm going, oh, what a freaking thing. Has anyone seen a wallet? And everyone's looking at you like, oh, no, we haven't seen it. Kid, don't talk to him. Come on, get away from him. I go to houses. People are like, is everything okay? I was like, no, I'm just looking for my wallet. They go, oh, jeez, you're just an idiot. All right. Oh, it's embarrassing. Everyone's asking you about it, and you feel like such a clown. And I go back to the place I ran that DoorDash to, and I'm living in such an urgency that I don't think about manners or politeness. So I run in there to like the boss's main office and I swing open the doors like, hey, just looking for a wallet. I didn't even knock. I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, sorry. Like, you go kind of coming back to reality. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. Yo, no, I'm an idiot, but So I drive home defeated now, I realize. And I've lost my gift card to the movies and never going to go to the library, but it's fine because we do audiobooks anyway. But yeah, just feeling really defeated and embarrassed, really. And as I'm doing that, my phone falls out of my pocket again while I'm driving, and it slips through the crack. I reach behind to grab it, and my wallet's there too, dude. I had checked my car, okay? So don't think that I didn't like get out and look under the seats and everywhere. I had checked everywhere in my car. I'm diggling around looking for this thing, but somehow, some way, it had fallen in just the right spot. Whichever trail my pocket takes through the crack and down the seat, it just all worked out, man. So I'm sitting there and I'm thanking the Lord. Praise God, man. I was so thrilled that somehow I just magically followed the right path in the trail to where all my, we are the island of unwanted toys. That's just where all my misplaced objects go, is this little pit behind my car seat. So yeah, it was super embarrassing and you know what? Also thrilling. So look, am I the idiot and the dunce for thinking I lost my wallet the whole time and driving all around and asking people, like just freaking out and then having it in my possession the whole time? Sure. But I'm also somebody that still has their wallet. Boom! Thank you, Lord. Love you. Protected me. So things work out, dude. Things always work out for me. But anyways, guys. Yeah, what else is going on? Threads. The new social media has actually launched like a week and a half ago or so. And, I know it's supposed to rival Twitter, but right now, Twitter is like, all social media is just kind of crappy. People are like, I was talking about with Silo. It's like, I hate this. I'm so grumpy. I don't like this and whatever. Twitter has a lot of that, and Threads is going to have it too. But it's just like, it's so much more well designed. You go in there, you check, oh, there's the Browns articles. Oh, there's the thing about Oppenheimer that I didn't ask for. Oh, there's some video games. There's this. Threads is just like right now, it's just a bunch of people just going, this isn't Twitter. Yes. Like, I don't have another place that I got to uphold now. There's just too many social medias to try and have a presence across everything. So I log on there. I'm like, I'm trying. It's like, I don't know. It's so hard. Like, I need Twitter and Threads to just battle it out and choose one. That's all. And Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook and Instagram and Threads, and Elon Musk, who owns Twitter now, they're talking about having a freaking cage fight. And I'm thinking maybe we put those on the line, okay? Because if they get into a fight and then winner gets to keep their social media and then we all stop posting everywhere. Yes! It's funny that even the nerds, right? They call all the rich people. I don't know why it shouldn't even be associated in a bad way. Nerds, someone they got the most money in the world, they're smarter than 99% of the population. These nerds. But these incredibly smart people, they're deemed nerds, and you probably wouldn't think of having this hard aggression, I gotta duke it out mentality, that no matter how rich you are, how smart you are, a lot of men just seem to resort to violence to solve their problems. So, you know what? I don't think violence is always the answer, but gosh dang it, sometimes it just finds its way to the light, and maybe we can figure out, which app should stay, because I've only got so much space on my phone as well, man. Anyways, speaking of places I have to keep on posting, my website is just about freaking finished. You can log on there right now. Again, if you want to submit questions, go to @Tristan Sartoris on any social media, or submit it at FullCircus@gmail.com, email-wise, or go to TristanSartoris.com and you can submit to me there, dude. Okay, so there's a lot of ways if you want to submit to the show. But anyways, yes, I've been working on this thing, and it is a lot of work, and I think that's why I'm like, okay, eventually we'll just get this thing set, forget all the social medias, and have a nice consolidated one-stop shop of all your Tristan Sartoris needs. It is a lot of work, though, because I'm not one of these wise individuals that gets into cage matches or develops apps. I'm like, how do you click and put the thing back over here? And then I was trying to move one hosting from another hosting, and there's so many hoops to jump through, and I'm contacting everybody back and forth, and all their live chat services are like, hey, we have live support, but I'm a robot. Like, you said live, as in living support, okay? I need less present support and more human. I need you to understand where I'm coming from, because I'm like, hey, is this going to cancel the charges? Like, yeah, it looks like it might, but remove your card just in case. Like, what? If it says it's canceled, why do I gotta try it? So I'm like, can I delete the account? Like, there's no way to delete the account in general. So just trying to deal with all these freaking robots. They want me to fail, man. They're trying to get me on the hook. Whoops, violence. But I won't let them. I won't let them get me on the hook. So if you want to go check out the website and enjoy the fruits of all my troubles of having to deal with these Terminators, okay, and AI, do that and have fun. Go click on the podcast and scroll and enjoy. But it's fun to develop and put yourself into a situation where you know nothing, dude. It's like going to a party or a new school where you know nobody, and then you're just trying to build up a reputation from nothing, and then you have to transfer schools afterwards, and you're like, hey, are all my credits going to come with me to the new school? I'm not going to have to restart from fresh, right? And then going, hopefully, I don't know. So, bye. Thanks for being here. It's like, oh, okay, please. So that's always fun, man. So I've been doing a lot of chucking. Okay, and that is what the martial artists call nunchucks, right? These bad boys back here. I'm just working on my inner Ninja Turtle. So I've been doing this a lot of swing and practicing my moves, really trying to work on my Bruce Lee. And I've had a concussion, it feels like, for the past week because I'm swinging it so violently, and they're foam, right? They're rubber. But when you swing it around the back and it cracks you over the head, you go, hey, maybe violence isn't the answer. This doesn't feel so nice, And there's nothing more frustrating than hitting yourself, because there's no one to blame. You hit yourself and you're just enraged, right? It just breaks the thermometer, breaks the ceiling, the glass, it's shattered. I'm like, who wants it? And I'm like, oh, it's me. I did it. And you just want to square up against yourself, which wouldn't be pretty because I know all my weak spots. But anyways, that's hardcore, man. I've been wearing a helmet recently while doing my chucking. So there is no more white trash you can get than being in your backyard shirtless with a baseball helmet on that has graffiti, swinging rubber nunchucks and hitting yourself in the back of the head, dude. I look so pathetic, but you know what? That's life, dude. You gotta have yourself some fun. Is it immature to just take your shirt off and practice nunchucks in the middle of the day with a 12-year-old's baseball helmet on? Perhaps! But you know what it is? A good time, baby. So what time is it actually? I think I gotta go pick up my brother soon. Using my watch a lot lately. That's fun. I will say this, though. My ears are fantastic, okay? I have incredible hearing, and I don't know how because I am so loud. I haven't blown my hearing out. But I hear this watch from like a room away. Okay, I set it down. I'm in the morning just eating my breakfast. It's still back in my bedroom, and I hear Nobody else can even hear it when they put it up to their ear. It's not like a loud ticking, but I just hear it go, oh my gosh. It's like tuning into this radio frequency, and I can't stop hearing it, dude. And there's something just awful about ticking, okay? Ticking in and of itself has a bad rap. It's much like yeast. We hear ticking with bombs. Oppenheimer, right? It's dangerous. We hear it in horror movies. It's the grandfather clock. Click, click, click. Something's looming, right? You hear tick, tick, tick. Left turn signal. We hate all the tickings because there's nothing worse than a left turn signal, right? Understand me here, especially to an impatient person who's driving like, oh, you're in the fast lane, but you have to turn for this left lane. Now you hit the left signal. You're waiting for the traffic. Now you gotta go left. There's nothing worse than that. So we're hearing the left turn signals. We're hearing the bomb ticking. We're hearing the horror. And that's all I hear. I'm constantly reminded by this ever-cessant ticking. So I might just finally, I don't know, take the batteries out. I might be done with the watch and just be like, oh, yeah, it's about 10 till. Because that's all I need. That's all I'm going to say anyway. I have the time right here, but no matter what they ask me, go, yeah, it's about 10 till. It's always 10 till something, baby. So you gotta have some fun, man. But anyways, my ears are so good. Watches are annoying. Stay safe. I've got diarrhea. Don't be scared of the word yeast. Enjoy Silo. Do some audiobooks and fight for the right to party. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I've had a lovely episode of this podcast. I love chatting with you. I'm feeling a little bit better. Hopefully I can keep on regaining my health. But also, I don't know. Maybe I've mixed a little bit of new composure. I don't feel like I've been that composed at all. I feel like I've actually broken out further. I'm like, oh, I've like bloomed into a beautiful butterfly. I've achieved new everlescences. Dictionary check. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a beautiful time, beautiful day. Enjoy your meal. Hopefully you're eating during this, because what's better than dinner and a show? So guys, thank you. I will see you in the next episode. This has been Full Circus.